Hello, Chris Bradford with Lifestyle Real Estate. 'Tis the season for Christmas trees, so I came out to Mattern's Pine Ridge Nursery and I talked to the owners to see how the Christmas tree selling season is going for them. Okay, so I'm here with Noah Mattern of Mattern's Pine Ridge Nursery. Noah, why don't you just tell me a little bit about your tree farm?
Sure. The Pine Ridge Nursery has been here for 43 years. That's how old I am. That's how I know.
Yeah.
And that's how we keep track of things. When Mom and Dad bought the place, it already had trees on it. And what we continued to do is plant and grow. And, you know, it started the first year, I think, they were here. People stopped out and said, hey, we usually cut a tree here.
Yeah.
So Mom and Dad, seeing the opportunity to, you know, make a little scratch on the side, said, okay, sure, cut a tree down.
Yeah.
We'll do that. So
Yeah.
it kind of became like a family business, and we planted more trees and cleared more land. And what you see here today is sort of the culmination of that, you know, decades-long process of building and growing the farm.
So how many acres do we have here?
We have just under 20 acres.
Okay.
And some of it is woodland, some of it is, you know, able to produce trees like you see in this lot here.
Yeah.
And we just planted this a couple years ago.
Okay.
The idea is to continue planting for the next, you know, 8 to 10 years and
Yeah.
produce more of our own stock, our own inventory.
Welcome to the Matterns workshop. This is where all the Christmas magic happens. You're going to see a lot of fresh cut greenery in here. We sell mixed bundles. This is a big bundle of concolor fir. Some people, they get a tree and then they have a mantle or a table or even planter boxes that they'll just use loose greenery in. This is something that we've been doing for 43 years, so for as long as the farm has been with us.
Yeah.
And originally these were called cemetery pillows, and so when folks would go out, make their loved ones' gravesite more festive, they set these down on their they're now an evergreen pillow because we just don't go out to the cemeteries as often as we used to. So you'll see these in a planter box, or, you know, people have big barrels. It sits right in there and it's great all December. And what we have over here is the base. It's super high tech. It is a partial bale of straw that my dad, who is the knot master, ties off and makes it nice and tight. And then my mom will start the base with arborvitae. So arborvitae is really cool. It's kind of a lacy evergreen, really unusual. You'll see these in landscaping quite a bit because they're hard to see through. So if you know, have a view that you wanna make beautiful with an arborvitae, that's a really good coverage right there. This is a blue spruce, but you can also use a Fraser fir. So you kind of get your points set in, and then you're gonna just fill it in and it makes kind of like a little cone shape. Then if you look a little closer, we have hemlock in there, and that's just gonna fill in some of the spots and add a new texture to what we're doing. And then we'll finish it off with pine cones from the back of our property. And then my mom's bow. She does these all by hand, and she's very specific about how she likes to make her bows. Another thing that we like to do is make our own wreaths. So over here, we have a finished wreath, and it's like, well, how does it get there? How does it make its way to the end? So it's a metal wire frame, and then we have a special tool that we use called a wreath maker.
Well, imagine that.
So we've got our clamps. Don't stick your finger in there, Chris.
Okay.
And we're gonna pinch it shut. And you just start by selecting your greenery. So I'm gonna start with this arborvitae. And you're gonna make a nice thick bundle. Nice and full.
And how old were you when you were taught the ways of the greenery?
Oh my goodness. I started making the cemetery pillows probably when I was 10. The table was actually a little too high for me, so I'd kind of get on a bench so you can get the right angle to have the greenery held in there.
Yeah.
And in your free time, you work at the Parks Department.
I do. Morton Community Center for the city of West Lafayette.
Yeah.
Love the city. So I get to work creatively in my full-time job with the city and doing programming and working with the community. We're really using all of the greenery in a way that is not very wasteful. And it's interesting because you'd think, oh, I want to put it right here and clamp it. You don't. You're going to go right in the middle. So right in the waist of the greenery, not at the feet. And you're going to put that in. And then we close it. Sometimes they want to kiss in the middle. You got to make sure they pass each other like that. And then you have a little bulk here, and you're going to start your next bundle. So then you'll cover your greenery this way with your next bundle. And so as you go, you work your way around. So you make sure you land it in the waist right there. And then you have the feet come down here, and you just keep building your way around until you have a beautiful wreath.
Okay, so there's a bit of a gap, right, between when we started planting and you started back up?
We took about a 20-year break.
Yeah, that is a bit of a gap.
Yeah, Mom and Dad decided they were kind of getting out of it, and they thought that we probably wouldn't want to be in it. But 3 or 4 years ago, I think it's like 4 years ago, Dad said, "Hey, I think we're done. We'll call it quits after this year." And so I looked at my brother-in-law, and Dad offered the business to us, and I said, "You want to do this?" And he said, "Sure." So we've teamed up, and sort of taken over things. We did the website. I built in like an e-commerce engine, so you can buy your tree online if you'd like. You can buy wreaths and roping.
And also noticed some trees were tagged for businesses. Do you supply a lot to?
Yes, we have a contract with Brightview, which works for the city. They do all of the planters downtown on Main Street and some of the side streets there.
Yeah.
And then we do the greenery for the Black Sparrow every year, and we also do the Bistro 501 every year.
Okay.
They've got a really beautiful tree in there.
Yeah.
And that's where we do our sort of like seasonal holiday wrap-up dinner.
Yeah.
And then we have a number of requests every year for just like really, really, really kind of like ugly trees, like Charlie Brown trees.
Yeah.
And it's super cute once they cut it. It's like you can pretty much have that for $10 if you want it,
Yeah, we walked away with one last week. My son has it in his room.
Okay, good. Yeah. And I mean, it's really pretty cute when you take a look at it. It's like, it's going to be cool.
Well, very cool. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk with me.
Sure thing.
We can go gloved.
I don't want to get sampled.
That's true. Well, that about does it for this week's edition of Tippy Tuesday. Thanks to Mattern's Pine Ridge Nursery for letting me intrude and talk to him. And if you want to see more of my videos, then check out my YouTube channel. That's the best way to do it. Or you can follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, don't forget to love your lifestyle. So I'm here with Bess
Take two.
Here we go. I'm here with Bess Witcosky.
Bess Witcosky.
Bess Witcosky. So I'm here with Bet Witcosky. I'm here with Bess Witcosky.
Yeah, hi Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Let me do that.